What's going on, guys? It's Dr. Pepper, my man, and we're here with a commentary about several things. Actually, I'm going to talk about a few things in this video. One of them being the 2014 NBA Finals. As you can see, the Heat went down in 5 games. It was Game 5, and they got taken down by the great teamwork of the San Antonio Spurs. And full credit to the Spurs and Tim Duncan for his legendary. He didn't really have the best games during the finals, but they were good enough to pull the Spurs to victory. Kawhi Leonard was really the knife in the jugular for the Spurs going into the Heat. And, you know, in my opinion, what I'm really going to talk about in this video is the future for the Heat, because obviously all the Heat players have got knifed right there, but all the Heat players have a chance to enter free agency this summer, and I think definitely LeBron will. And my opinion, I think he'll end up going to somewhere like the Knicks or the Lakers. You know, just like really everybody's saying. But, you know, anybody could be wrong. He could go anywhere. He could go back to Cleveland and join Kyrie Irving, and, you know, they could form a championship team there, you know, if they got another coach. Well, actually, I'm not going to say another coach, because Mike Brown's pretty good coach, but they need a few more pieces to the puzzle to go deep in the playoffs. I mean, LeBron could pull them to the playoffs easily, but he couldn't get them to the finals. Now, the future for the Heat, you know, it's definitely going to be a rebuilding process now, because D-Wade is not going to be enough of a superstar player anymore to get the Heat really anywhere. And Chris Bosh is definitely leaving, I think. I honestly think he'll try to go where LeBron goes, because, I don't know, they work well together. But the thing about Bosh is he really doesn't play his size. He needs to, I mean, he's really not that. He's about the same age as LeBron. He really needs to, you know, get some strength and rest up. I think they needed to lose that game, and needed to lose that series, because, in all honesty, I don't think they were really, you know, they're a really old team. As SportsCenter was talking about, they're actually older than the Spurs, if that's believable. Especially some of their role players that had to step through, such as Rashad Lewis. You know, really didn't expect much out of him in the series, but he did contribute a good bit. Or Ray Allen was really quiet. Mario Chalmers was just dead awful, and he was almost the reason they lost, because Miami didn't have a point guard to play with. And, you know, they had Norris Cole, but he wasn't playing good either. So they really didn't have anybody to turn to. LeBron was doing his absolute best. Credits to him. He was trying his just absolute best to get the Heat to victory, but it just wasn't enough. They needed more pieces like that the Spurs had in order to win, because the Spurs, they almost played perfect games every single game, and just a tremendous championship run by them. And Timmy D gets his 5th championship, joins a very specific group of players, and, you know, 100% first ballot Hall of Famer as soon as he retires. Just amazing player. The Heat, what I think they should do is they should go after somebody like a Kevin Love, or another big free agent that's entered the free agency in 2014. And, you know, actually, it would be out of LeBron's character, but I can see him actually staying and trying to build his own legacy with the Heat. You know, now that he doesn't have the big three, you know, evening him out, he can just build a team, or they can build a team around him. And I can actually see him doing that. You know, bringing in Kevin Love and Melo to the Heat or something. And, you know, I don't think Melo will. In all honesty, if you want my opinion, Melo will not win a championship in his NBA career. That's debatable, of course, but just the way he plays, it's not favorable to me. And unless Derek Fisher, can change his play style, he will never win a championship, because without him on defense, which they really, really need, I don't think they will. He'll ever get there. Now that could change, definitely, if Derek Fisher can get him to start playing more team ball and start balancing his scoring and defensive play. I think he could really turn into a really solid player, and definitely a Hall of Famer, which he probably already is, in all honesty, just because of his amazing offense. But his defense is really subpar, and unless Derek Fisher can get him to change, I don't think they'll really go anywhere with Melo, which is why I think Melo is going to opt out of the Knicks and go somewhere. Who knows where he'll go, actually. I can see he's probably going to go to the Bulls. That's just my honesty. Not honesty. I don't know why I said honesty. My opinion. And I think D Wade, he's definitely going to stay with the Heat. I can see him retiring. Heat. Well, I don't know what you'd call it, but I can definitely see him retiring a Heat player, for sure. LeBron, however, honestly, I think the best championship environment he can really go to is probably the Lakers, because the Cavaliers don't have enough pieces to go to a championship just yet. They still have a couple of years left, and LeBron, we all know what LeBron's really after. He's after championships, and he's not going to really. There's a really low chance he's going to get that in Miami or Cleveland. If he joins Melo and the Knicks, they're still a few pieces away as well. So, and so are the Lakers. There's really no just automatic championship team that LeBron can really go to, where he can build another big three or some similar situation he jumped into in Miami. There's really just not. He could go to the Knicks and join Melo and Derek Fisher and Phil Jackson and continue Phil Jackson's legacy. But I just don't see LeBron doing that, to be honest, because he wants his own legacy. Phil Jackson, one of the best. Actually, I'm going to say he's the best coach in NBA history, and he's just going to be dragging him down, or not really dragging him down, just blocking, and he'll become part of Phil's legacy, not LeBron's legacy. I don't think there's any argument that LeBron's the biggest marketing piece in the NBA, for sure, in any sport, really. It's LeBron. It's all about LeBron. I think you all know that, just based on the way everything goes. But yeah, my opinion is he probably will stay on the Heat and build his own legacy around him. My opinion, this has been Dr. Pepper, my man. I'm signing out. Peace.